stealing of movement speed specifically, like, is so valuable for letting you be able to stick to targets and kill them. Like, it... Like, I literally just one-shot that. Wanna add cream? That's something you could do. Chicken Defender. I am going to attack the chickens. Chicken Defender. Me and my phase rush. I did not get the extra auto attack off right there. Bit sad. Nice. So mad. So mad, Chicken Defender. Alright. Now let me go. Attack the chickens. And by attack the chickens, I mean I'm just gonna place a ward right here. And that's it. I'm gonna go. GG's. Clean. Indeed. Alright. So, phase rush. Just as good as it always was last season. Gonna start building it again, going in again. And remember, the build is boots start into Rejubeat into pot as your starting items. Rush CDR boots, really, really good. They actively promote, they actively are healing. And getting 2-minute 30-second tier 2 boots, plus the 7 MS from Celerity, like, I am so fast on the map. I have time. I have time. I have to go here. I have to go here. I cannot afford to not go here. I have too much MS to get caught out right there. I wanted to spin right there. Kind of unlucky. But yeah, it's so much easier to dodge Taliyah stuff. Obviously, with movement speed. And I'm not gonna go into there. Didn't get any crits, which is kind of unlucky, but it's fine. It's fine. I was wondering why I didn't see Pantheon earlier. I think he just dies unless he flashes, which, yeah, sure, I'll save it. RNG giveth and RNG taketh. I played that in a way where it didn't matter if I didn't get a crit, because I wasn't trying to fully commit. If I knew that Pantheon was somewhere else, then I could have just straight up killed Taliyah right there. Because she has like 320 movement speed. That's fair. Got her Ignite. Another big aspect of boots Rush is that you can take less efficient backs because of how much movement speed you have. In the sense of back timing is one of the most important concepts in League. Is like getting back to lane at a good time. If you have a bad back timing, then all of a sudden you lose a wave and you're permanently behind and out of the game, potentially. So, sad. So like, because I have boots too, instead of, if I went Noon Quiver with Lethal Tempo right there, I wouldn't have gotten all of that XP. I wouldn't have gotten all those minions. Because of just how much slower it is. And now, really, I would like to get my Sheen. But at this point, I can start just hunting people. I can start going for things. Taliyah doesn't have Ignite. Nice. So yeah, she literally just dies. And because I have so much movement speed, I actually don't even need to... I'm able to get that despite not having dodged Talia's shove. So Talia had a great shove right there, but it's really, really good. The reason that you go Essence Reaver first instead of going Gale Force first is because, especially within the context of this build, Essence Reaver is the biggest spike you can have. A lot of people have asked me about, what do you think about Triforce Tryndamere? And it's like, Triforce is just an Essence Reaver that doesn't crit. That's so much more expensive. Essence Reaver is such a good item on Tryndamere. Not only is the Sheen passive really, really valuable, that Tryndamere has gone to Sheen passive all the way up until last season. That's fun. So yeah, Tryndamere has just always gone Sheen passive. So when people say that something like a Sheen passive would be bad on Tryndamere, it's like, did you ever play Tryndamere before this season? And it's a similar thing with something that we're going to see later in our build. I can cut them off right here. I am going to go over here. I want to get this plate and then their red buff. So, one thing that you'll often hear people say, or basically just parrot, is this idea that Donnell just executed to a jungle camp. He literally executed the blue. I want to see if he actually got that anyway. I'm gonna take this, thank you. I'm giving this guy so much space. He has no room to complain. One thing that you'll often hear people say about Lifesteal on Tryndamere is that Lifesteal is bad on Tryndamere. But every single season, before Season 10, Tryndamere always went Lifesteal. The more accurate way to say why you shouldn't build Lifesteal on Trynd is that there are no good Lifesteal items on Tryndamere. I'm pretty sure Pantheon is somewhere over here. Yeah. Yeah, he just dies. Nice, and she got top lane. That's a nice skin. Yeah, so it's not that Lifesteal is bad on Tryndamere, it's that, especially within the context of the standard build, there's no good Lifesteal items to get. Lifesteal is not a bad stat on Tryndamere. Like, having the ability, especially in the context of this Phase Rush build, you're going to see that there's going to be so much value in Lifesteal. Because this build is already really good at going in and out of fights. And if you get Lifesteal, you can burn your ult, get low, and then Lifesteal off of a camp, get full health, and then just go back. I want to get this third plate right here. We might not get to the BOTRK, because it looks like this game might end soon, just because of how good we are at the game. But, yeah. So, basically, I'm going to be building Blade of the Ruined King 3rd. And that item, in the context of this build and this playstyle, is really, 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 really good. I have too much gold. I should just back right now. I have a good back point. Yeah, so lethal tempo is still good. It's still good for the context of what it does, but Phase Rush is still just as good of a playstyle as it's always been. And I think that it's still a very, very viable way to climb and very enjoyable. I've been noticing the differences because I've been running lethal tempo this entire season, that going back to Phase Rush is just, it's just so beautiful. It feels so amazing. But yeah, getting BOTRK 3rd, not only is it Not only does it give you a lot of attack speed and lifesteal, but the stealing of movement speed specifically, like, is so valuable for letting you be able to stick to targets and kill them. Like, it... Like, I literally just one-shot that. I have no idea where Pantheon is. Pantheon is bot. Okay, sounds good. It doesn't look like anybody can be here on me. Did that minion just follow me around the turret? I think it did. I have to worry about a Shaco. Oh, who's there? Alright, sounds good. So yeah. Essence Reaver? It's almost like a crit. You crit on non-crits. You guaranteed get a auto attack that feels like a crit with Essence Reaver. And then you can crit on top of it. So you can have auto attacks that deal like half of somebody's health with a spin. It's so strong. And then you can do that multiple times. You can proc it with your Q, you can proc it with your W. You can even proc it with your ult in certain situations. Just spacing out your abilities well enough. It's a different skill of learning how to do that, but it's very valuable. I was trying to bait her. I did a short spin right there to try to make her use abilities that she didn't need to. Alright, if Pantheon's right there, then I'm super safe here. And if I get that, then... I am the camp. I am the camp. Goodbye. Goodbye, friendo. Ah, that's fair. I have to be very careful right there. I'm gonna go take this, and then I'm gonna go take the red. You go crit item 4th? Yeah, I go Infinity Edge 4th, typically. Almost always Infinity Edge 4th. Yep. Ah, that's sad. But yeah, also another thing about this build is that you get so much cooldown reduction early. One of the biggest benefits of this build is that, like, your ult's cooldown is significantly lower than the standard Tryndamere build. So if you make a aggressive play as soon as your ult is about to come up, the enemies always think your ult is down. So you're gonna get so many plays that just the enemy is not going to expect. Because it's like, oh, what's going on? Why does Tryndamere have ult? I thought you said Tryndamere didn't have ult. Ah, nice. It's just, that's how it rolls, you know? And I can go kill this guy. Yeah, this chicken defender has not been very effective at defending his chickens. Although I haven't actually killed his chickens much this game. That was really bad. I thought I could have used my heal right there to get it quicker. I don't have anything right here. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the new champion. Go mid, me, bot. So we'll go this, we'll take this, and then I'll go here. Sounds good. Good game. Thank you guys all for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We didn't get to show you guys the full build, but remember, the full build is Lucidity Boots Rush into Essence Reaver, into Gale Force, into Blade of the Rune King, and IE. Very powerful build, very powerful playstyle. If you want to see more videos about how Phase Rush and Essence Reaver Rush works, you can look at some of my previous YouTube videos from before the preseason. Thank you guys all for watching. I still think it's really strong in this season too. Have a wonderful day. Like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye. And good night. Yeet!